Hey guys, it's Shadow here. Let's have a conversation. That's something that doesn't seem to be happening a lot in the D2 community right now. It seems to just be a bunch of people yelling at each other, and it's absolutely insane to me what's going on in this community. I want to go back a little bit before we get into this, and as you know by the title of the video, this is a letter to the D2 community. When I first started playing Destiny, I started playing in Lightfall. It was also around the same time that I'd also started streaming. Schedule's changed a lot, so my stream hasn't been very consistent. Working on that. But when I started streaming Destiny, that's when I saw most of my growth. This community took me in with open arms. They were excited that somebody new was wanting to come and try this game. I'd never done anything GM wise. I had never done a raid, and yet the community took me in. I mean, these are people I hadn't played with. I mean, I had some friends who played, but the people who I mainly played with and still play with to this day were strangers to me when I first started streaming and playing Destiny. But it was it's one of the reasons I fell in love with the game. It was such a cool feeling to come into a community like this that had been very well established and just be welcomed in as just somebody, just one of the guys here to the game. It was awesome. I really enjoyed first coming into Destiny, and it was because of the community. And right now, man, this community's on fire, and it's so frustrating to see. I'm gonna share some I'm gonna put up some clips and snippets as the video goes along of conversations that I've seen online. I could post much of them for days, but I honestly just pulled some from some videos I've posted. I pulled one from Dato's video today. It's sad to see one of the original juggernauts taking a break, and the biggest reason is it seems like it's the community, and it's not just him, it's other people too. I'm gonna put on the screen now a conversation where a guy commented on a TikTok I posted the other day saying that the biggest problem with the Destiny community right now, or the Destiny game, is the community, that the game actually feels pretty good. And then you have other people who are like, well, Destiny never does anything, or Bungie never does anything right, they never fix anything. And then you got other people saying actually they're fixing it really quick in terms of devs, and it's just sad to see. And I've got friends who play the game who have said they tell their other people not to play it, and it's like, why? I don't understand this discourse that we're having around this game right now. People wanted the grind, they got the grind. They didn't like the grind, so Bungie removed the grind, but people are still mad because they say it took too long to remove the grind. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of grace going around, and I get it. This is something you're spending your money on. Bungie has made some absolutely boneheaded decisions of late. The grind was too much. I agree. But I also agree that Edge of Fate flipped everything up on its head. Everything got flipped on its head. We got a new armor system, new weapon system. The portal was introduced, and yes, I heard what people have to say about the portal, and I agree with a lot of what people said. There's 10 years of content to be had, and the portal, when Edge of Fate first launched, had nothing in it. It was very barren. There was just nothing here. But to Bungie's credit, they have been adding to the portal, and they've been growing it, and it continues to have more things added to it, and they continue to increase the loot drops in the portal. The portal, it's not the directory. I get that. It's not this. You don't get this overview of the world. You don't get to see everything. But at the same time, for newer people, the portal is awesome. I've been playing the game since Lightfall. I've got way too many hours in this game. Thousands at this point. I like the portal because I can just target farm instantly. If I see something I know I need, I just jump in there and start grabbing it. I don't have to sit and wonder, well, where can I go to get maybe I need those arms today. And you know, there is some pluses to the portal. It's not a perfect system. I get that. But I want to focus mainly on the community. They gave us a bunch of unstable cores. They're doing away with them. That's a Bungie win. And I can already see it. People are going to be like, why would you say this is a win? They should have done this sooner. They knew this was a bad decision. Yeah, they did. Maybe they did know. Maybe they didn't. I don't know if they knew or not if this was going to be a good or bad decision. What I do know is it tried something new and it didn't work, and they backtracked on it. And that's another reason people get mad. It's like, oh, well, they backtracked. I mean, guys, if they try something new and we don't like it, that's the next move, is to backtrack until they can put a better system in place. I don't understand the anger I'm seeing in this community. It's so confusing to me. We've got to learn to show a little grace, and we have to learn to deliver our critiques way better than we are right now. I mean, I saw Dada's video today talking about how exhausting it is basically to stream to this community right now, because when the community's sad, they just look for other people to agree with them. And if you don't agree with them, you're instantly called a shield or a glazer, or what was it in Glad's video? I mean, he said some pretty just terrible things about people who still enjoy the game. So I don't understand it. If you're tired and you need a break and you need to go play something else, that's fine. I get that. This game's been out for over 10 years now. I also understand that people feel like they're watching something they love die, and they're acting out of anger and frustration for seeing something they've been playing for so long starting to die. So I understand some of it, and while I hear you, I think we have to do a better job of the way we deliver it. I fell in love with the Destiny 2 community when I first started playing this game, and it hurts to see so many people saying they want nothing to do with this community because it's so toxic. It's so difficult. Like I was saying earlier, one of the guys in one of my TikTok videos commented and said that he 100% can prove the community is what's wrong with this game right now, saying that he has friends who have recently started playing, and the ones who engage with the community hate the game, and those who have nothing to do with the community love the game. I saw a post on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. I can't remember the girl's name. I wish I could remember her name, but she basically made a post, why every time I say I enjoy this game, I get attacked. It's okay if somebody enjoys this game. And I want to talk about the pain points. Everybody's like, Edge of Fate's trash. Edge of Fate sucks. They said the same things about Lightfall. Lightfall had its issues. I'm not going to pretend it didn't. I personally loved it because I had no clue what was going on with the story anyway. I was a new player. But Edge of Fate has had a great campaign. The story was great. And I know a lot of people are like, I can't believe they devoted so much time to the ball. Yeah, I kind of wish the ball could be used in other places too, but it was still a cool, fun mechanic. If every destination had its own unique little mechanic, I would be okay with that. I don't need to use every ability in every part of the game. Maybe that's a weird take, but I'm okay with having abilities that just work better in other places than they do in other. That's fine. If you go to Neomuni right now, there's grapple points all over the map, but we don't have those in other areas. That's fine. They don't need to be everywhere else. Would it be cool if they were? Sure. I like swinging around like Spider-Man 2, but it's not like they're needed. The story was great. Lodi was a great new character. And then we got the raid, and the raid was awesome. Boy, that day one was, I mean, man, it was tough. It was tough partly because it was a little bugged, which is annoying. But we got to see teams who are the best of the best prove they were the best of the best. Were there a lot of cheaters? Yes, there was, and that sucks. Every game is filled with cheaters at this point. I don't think there's anything they can do to fully stop all of them. But the raid was great. And then the epic raid came out. And the final encounter of the epic raid is probably my favorite encounter in Destiny. It is a fantastic encounter. And I've heard other people say the same, that they thought the epic raid was phenomenal. Easily one of their top tier raids. The loot is really cool. The tier system's really cool. I don't like the featured list. The featured weapons suck. But we've got some pretty cool loot that's come out of this experience, and I mean, we got an axe. This axe is awesome. It's easily, hands down, one of my favorite weapons in the game. And yes, I bought the thing. I know. I've made builds just around this exotic. The build crafting in this game is still great. So I don't... Man, I get the community's frustrated. I get they're angry. I get there's some things that aren't doing what we want them to do, but at the same time, there's still a lot of really good stuff in this game. So man, I think as a community, we got to learn to talk to each other. We got to learn to have conversations again. We got to start showing some grace. And we cannot continue to be this toxic cesspool because nobody is going to want to play this game. I mean, when you got juggernauts like Datto taking a break because the community is getting exhausting, what do you think a new player coming into the game? If a new player comes and sees that video, they're not going to want to play Destiny. They're going to be like, nah, I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that with a 9.5-foot pole. I would encourage any new player that wants to give this game a shot. I'm going to link my Discord below. I would love to walk you through the New Light experience. I'd like to teach you this game. I play this game almost daily, even to this day. So I would love to teach anyone who wants to learn it. I don't know, guys. It's a little heartbreaking right now seeing all the stuff being said and what's going around and just the frustrations that people are having. And to see so many people just frustrated and tired with this community. I've actually got a snippet I'm going to share on the screen here in just a second. And it should be up now. But it's one guy is like, they quite literally listened to all the complaints. And then the very first comment back to it was, that's because Bungie doesn't do anything right. They can't win for losing. And man, I don't know. And I of course, the Cross video came out and they talked about the Curse of Osiris numbers. So like every comment in the last couple days, every single Destiny player has mentioned, have you seen that the player count is low? Yes, we are aware the player count's low. Very aware that the player count's low. Why do you think it's low? When every single video somebody posts about this game, somebody comments on it, how dare you enjoy that game? Do you think people are going to want to continue to play this game? They're not going to. And they're going to continue to leave, and we're pushing them out ourselves. And we're wondering why nobody's playing. I don't know, guys. I'd love to have some conversations, so I'd love to talk to some people. Get down in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know if you're somebody who's telling other people to not play the game. Are you still playing it yourself? Because I have had some people who are still playing it and telling people not to play it. And I know other people who have quit the game and are telling people not to play it. I have more respect for people who don't play it anymore and tell people not to play it. But when you're somebody who still actively plays it and you're telling other people not to play it, I don't understand that. I'd like to talk to... I'd just like to have conversations, because I think the only way we're going to get this game back on track is conversations. And another thing that needs to happen, Bungie, your leadership, I know there was a CEO change recently. You got to get yourself on camera. You got to come out and address this community. Because right now, you've got a bunch of people just going around attacking each other. You guys have a great product here. You need to come out and be leaders and show people that you truly do care and that you are listening. Anyway, that's all I got, guys. Hopefully this made sense. There's no script on this. This is just me talking to the community. I'm not by any means placing 100% of the blame on the community. It's not. You'll see some people who say it's 100% the community. I don't think it's 100% the community. Bungie has made some bad decisions. But this anger... It doesn't make sense. It's not placed correct. It's wrong. Let me know what you guys think below, though. Let's have some conversations. Let's talk about it. Anyway, you guys know the drill. I love you. Jesus loves you. God bless. Y'all have a good one.